Hi everyone, this is Miss Divine Stalls, your host for Thursdays here on Equally Awesome. I spent election night, my voice is a little bit hoarse still, but I spent it with friends out at our favorite bar, screaming in the streets and celebrating and having a really badass time, and I absolutely loved every minute of it. I will get right into the questions because we have to make this a little bit quick. My cameraman Zach is off to rehearsals for his drag show this weekend. So, Matthew, top fave 3 vids on YouTube. I can't stop watching will.i.am's music video make of Barack Obama's Iowa caucus speech that captivated so many people. I've been watching that constantly. I'll have a link in the side to that one. I also love Planet Full of Unicorns. A gay boy wished for a planet full of unicorns. I watch that all the time. And there's a third one done by Lovely Scott that is about self-love and not letting anyone take your joy. I don't remember the title exactly, but I'll also have a link to the side of that one. It's one of my favorite videos ever. Winter. Oh, gender switch in video games. First of all, the parts of the article that you IM'd me where you were writing about this topic were wonderful, and I really think that you did a great job. Personally, I don't really have anything to say on this topic because, one, I'm not a gamer, and when I go online, if I create an avatar or a character, it's always female because that's how I identify and want to. I will, however, say I do have a bit of a fascination with mostly male characters if I do play a video game, and ones from literature. Robin Hood in particular was like a big deal for me. I love that stuff. So I can see why someone would want to do it, just to be somebody else and, you know, have that anonymity online. But specifically related to video games, I'm just not that knowledgeable on the topic. Mark, favorite candy bars or snacks? I am not a candy bar person. I don't eat a lot of candy. When I do, it's got to be chocolate. Unlike Bob, I am not a coconut chocolate fan because I'm not a coconut fan. If I do have a snack these days, it's these energy bars I learned to make with chocolate chips. They're so super yummy. So I will mostly have one of those. Bob, favorite shoe brand? I'm not a brand name person, but I will always have a pair of high tops in my closet. Reebok All-Star high tops. I also really love heels, but I tend to smash the heel of my foot down on the ground when I walk, so they get worn up pretty quickly. But I always have at least one pair of heels in my closet. Oh, I didn't answer my question last week because I threw it in last minute. My favorite and least favorite subjects in school were, my favorite would have to be anything in the arts, particularly music and drawing and painting. And I also loved English literature and history. I'm a big nerd like that. When I got to college, I loved things like philosophy and poetry and literature and sociology, any of those like social studies or, you know, studies about people and stuff. Least favorite subject, hands down, is always math. Without online banking, I'd be screwed because I cannot add or subtract for crap at all, so forget all of that. My question for this week, however, all of the amendments regarding gay marriage, gay adoption, all that stuff, they all passed, unfortunately, and it really kind of blows my mind because I thought that we were gonna not have to face that. So my question to you guys is, how do you think we should go about gaining equal marriage rights? First of all, I think we need to be a lot more organized, not just with the some of us who work hard for these things, but with all of us as a total global community. Also, I think we need some better leaders. We mostly rely on celebrities and musicians and the like to do a lot of our leading for us and represent our community, and they don't always do a good job, nor do they sometimes even give a shit because they just want to entertain and do whatever they want to do. I also think we eat our leaders alive. Hardly anyone knows who Harvey V. Milk is, and so many people will criticize him, and yet he was a big deal and actually was fighting for our rights. But when it comes to like, oh, everyone knows who Ellen is, and everyone knows who Rupert, Everett is, and all this stuff, well, Rupert Everett doesn't give a shit, and Ellen has her own life, so what the hell are we gonna do? So any thoughts on how we might go about getting equal marriage rights? What would you like to see happen? What do you think we should do about it? So that's all from me this week. Hope you're all doing well. Deuces.